Hey guys, I'm Brian and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to play Save Your Tears by The Weeknd. This song is on standard tuning and has a total of 6 different chords. Typically I like to hand out the strumming pattern at the beginning, but in this one I'm going to go a little bit more into detail as to how to strum for this song. So the first 4 chords you're going to be needing for the beginning are as follows, which is C major, A minor, E minor, and G major. At the very beginning of the song, they typically just stick to one chord, and it's actually the C chord, and they strum it up and down until the song eventually kicks off. So the beginning should sound like this. So once the song kicks off, it's going to start off with those chords like I mentioned. So once again, C major, A minor, E minor, and G major. And what we're going to do for the strumming for the beginning and for the vast majority of the song, I'll get into specific details as I go, it's going to be mainly down, up, down, up. The way I would explain the pattern when it comes to strumming as you progress through the song is going to be in a form of short and long. And this is an example of as to what I mean for that. So I'm going to take the C chord and give it to you as an example. When I mean short, I'm only talking about strumming like the first 3 to 4 strings. So okay? And then the long one means all, from very top to the very bottom. Alright? And so this is how the strumming pattern and those chords should sound together for the beginning and the vast majority of the song. Now notice once again how I'm doing. I'm playing a little bit at the top and then I'm stretching out. That is what starts giving the song some flavor and some extra spice and how you start feeling out the actual song. Now, as the song starts progressing into the chorus, they have this little, what I'm going to call a pre-chorus. Mind you, the chorus is the part where he's actually singing, where it says, save your tears for another day or another time or another effort. So as you should remember at this point, the chords that we're following was the C, A minor, E minor, G major, and that at the end of that G major, we're going to move on to the pre-chorus, and we're going to play a one-time around D minor, followed by A minor, followed by this weird-looking F we call F minor 7th. Kind of looks like a C, but follow along here in case. And then finalizing it with a G. All right. And now that little bridge right there is what's connecting us to the main chorus, where we're going to hold 2 of those chords, which would be the C major. And this is when he says, save your tears. I'm not a singer, so save your tears, and we're going to hold that. So save your tears for another day. So this right here, we're switching over from the C major to the A minor. All right, and we're holding those 2 notes. And just as before, we're going to move on to E minor and G, but this time we're going to change the strumming pattern. And this is going to be the only other exception to us changing the strumming pattern. So for the choruses, for the E minor and the G, you would definitely want to do a down, up, down, up, up. That last up I just mentioned is the one that's going to switch, and then you're going to switch to G, and it would be down, up, and then up, down, up. Putting all of this on the screen so it could be a little bit easier for you visually and to memorize it. But altogether, this is how the pre-chorus along with the chorus should sound. And from from there, we are connecting all the way back to the very beginning, or quote unquote. We're just going to continue playing off the C major, A minor, E minor, and G major. Towards the ending of the song, you're going to be reaching a point where they're going to be slowing things down, and at that point you could actually feel very comfortable to either continue strumming, or you could break the notes apart and pick right through them. So once again, this is how that may sound for you. And that is going to be that little quiet moment, and then it builds up once again. You could go straight into the strumming, and you're going to end this song on a strong C chord. So hopefully I was able to make a little bit more sense of this song, and I tried to simplify it to the best of my ability. I listened to it and I tried putting it together on my own. So if you guys appreciate it and you guys were able to learn anything, I would truly appreciate it if you hit that like button and subscribe to show some support. But otherwise, I look forward to hearing from you guys down in the comment section. Remember, I leave some important information in regards to the song down in the description box below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I hope I'll see you guys on the next one. Later. Goodbye.